Welcome back to the channel where we uncover hidden coin treasures, jaw-dropping values, and the stories that make even a single penny worth a small fortune. Rarest coins. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating and controversial coins in the modern collecting world. That's right, we're talking about the 1985 Wheat Lincoln penny. Now, wait a minute. You might be thinking, hold on, the Wheat penny design ended in 1958. And you'd be right. So how in the world is there a 1985 Lincoln penny with the wheat reverse? How can that be possible? And more importantly, how did one version of this mystery coin end up selling for an unbelievable $2.6 million? Let's take a deep breath, rewind a bit, and break this story down. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909. That was the year it was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The front of the coin featured Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor D. Brenner. And on the reverse side, we had two wheat stalks curving along the sides of the words 1 cent and United States of America. That classic wheat design was produced from 1909 through 1958. Then in 1959, the mint changed things up. The reverse was replaced with the image of the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo, to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. That memorial reverse continued for decades, including in 1985.so. Officially, number 1985 penny should ever feature the wheat reverse. But, as you'll learn if you watch this channel regularly, rare and unexpected minting errors do happen. And sometimes, those errors lead to the creation of coins that were never supposed to exist. Coins that defy all logic and end up becoming the holy grail of collecting. In the case of the 1985 Wheat Lincoln penny, only one known example has surfaced. And when it did, it shook the numismatic world to its core. This mysterious coin looked like a typical 1985 D. Lincoln cent on the front. Same design, same year, same D mint mark for Denver. But when the coin was flipped over, it revealed the impossible, the reverse of a classic wheat penny. Two wheat stalks, just like a 1940s or 1950s Lincoln cent, clear, sharp details. And completely authentic. This wasn't a fake. This wasn't a novelty item. It was professionally graded and authenticated by one of the top grading companies in the country. Experts examined the coin using high-resolution imaging, microscopic analysis, and metal composition tests. And they came to the conclusion that this was a genuine U.S. mint error. The most likely explanation is this. Somehow, during production at the Denver Mint in 1985, a leftover or unauthorized wheat reverse die was paired with a 1985 obverse die. This might have been a test strike, or even an experimental coin that accidentally slipped through quality control. Whatever the case, it became one of the rarest and most mysterious pennies ever created. And because no others have surfaced in nearly 4 decades, this coin remains a true one-kind. So when it finally went up for auction, the bidding war was intense. Collectors and investors from around the world were watching. And when the final hammer dropped, the winning bid came in at a staggering $2.6 million. That's right, $2.6 million for a penny. 1 cent. That became a piece of American history. Now I know what you're probably thinking. Could more of these be out there? The answer is yes. It's possible. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year. Mistakes happen. Dies get reused. Test strikes get mixed into production. Sometimes employees make experimental coins for internal use, and a few may even leave the mint by accident. The truth is, no one knows how many unusual coins are still floating around in circulation or tucked away in forgotten collections. That's why collectors are always on the hunt. Because finding a coin like the 1985 wheat penny is like hitting the lottery, only better. You're not just holding a valuable item. You're holding a mystery, a story, and a piece of history that nobody else has. So let's talk about what you should be looking for. First, if you come across any 1985 penny, pay attention to the reverse. 99.9% of them will have the Lincoln Memorial. That's normal. But if you find one that shows two wheat ears curving around the words 1 cent and United States of America, stop everything. You might be holding a multi-million-dollar coin. Next, check the weight. A regular 1985 penny is made of copper-plated zinc and should weigh about 2.5 grams. If your coin is noticeably heavier or lighter, that could also be a clue that something unusual happened during production. Also, look for unusual coloration, doubling of letters or numbers, or anything that looks out of place. These could be signs of other valuable mint errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. And above all, never clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy a coin's value. If you think you've found something special, handle it carefully and get it professionally examined by a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if you don't find the ultra-rare wheat reverse, there are still other valuable 1985 pennies out there. Some error coins have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So keep an eye out. Now let's wrap this up. The 1985 wheat Lincoln penny is one of the rarest and most valuable error coins ever discovered. Only one is confirmed to exist. It was struck in Denver, paired with an obsolete wheat reverse design, and authenticated as a genuine U.S. mint error. That one coin sold for $2.6 million, and it remains a symbol of just how exciting coin collecting can be. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, always remember this: treasure is everywhere, even in something as small as a penny. So keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate the power of curiosity. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin content, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another incredible story. Leave a comment if you've ever found a strange or valuable coin, or let us know what you're hunting for next. Until next time, happy collecting and good luck. You never know, the next $2.6 million penny could be in your pocket right now. Let me know if you'd like this turned into a visual storyboard or formatted for a voiceover production. Welcome back to the channel where we uncover rare coins, jaw-dropping values, and the incredible stories hidden inside your pocket change. Rarest coins. Today, we're diving into a coin that looks completely ordinary on the surface, but in the right condition, and with the right kind of error, could be worth a life-changing amount of money. That we're talking about the 1993 D Lincoln penny. That's right, a simple 1-cent coin minted in Denver in 1993, the kind you've probably spent without thinking twice. But what if I told you that one version of this coin sold for a staggering $2.5 million? Yes, $2.5 million for a penny. Let that sink in. Now, before you go rushing to your change jar, let's talk about why this coin exists, what makes it so special, and how one version of it ended up being one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever discovered. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been in continuous production since 1909. That was the year it was first minted to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the original coin featured Lincoln's profile on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, the iconic wheat penny design. That wheat design ran from 1909 through 1958. Then in 1959, the design changed. The reverse was updated to feature the Lincoln Memorial to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. That design, created by Frank Gasparo, continued all the way up through 2008. And in 1993, the penny was still rocking the memorial reverse. The front still featured Lincoln, with the date on the right and a small mint mark beneath it. The D, in 1993, D means the coin was minted at the Denver Mint. So here's where things get interesting. A few years ago, a coin surfaced that sent shockwaves through the collecting world. It was a 1993 D Lincoln cent, but with a twist. Instead of the usual reverse design showing the Lincoln Memorial, this penny had something totally unexpected. It featured the wheat reverse, the design that hadn't been used officially in over 3 decades. Collectors immediately knew something was off. This was not a regular penny, and it wasn't a fake either. It was carefully examined, authenticated, and graded by professionals. The verdict? It was a genuine mint error, struck on a leftover or reissued wheat penny die. How could this even happen? There are a few possibilities. The U.S. Mint produces billions of coins every year, and even though quality control is strict, mistakes happen. Sometimes old dies are mistakenly used. Sometimes coins are struck on the wrong planchet. Sometimes special test strikes or experimental pieces somehow leave the mint. These rare errors are usually destroyed, but every once in a while, one slips through. In this case, it appears that a wheat reverse die, possibly kept for internal testing, or even as part of a special experimental run, was accidentally used in the Denver Mint during production of 1993 pennies. The result? A one-of-a-kind Lincoln cent that looked like a time traveler from the 1950s, but was clearly dated 1993. And here's where it gets even crazier. The coin wasn't just rare. It was flawless. It was preserved in near-perfect condition, what collectors call mint state. Graded at an incredibly high level and authenticated by a top-tier grading company. This coin attracted huge attention when it hit the auction block, and when the bidding was over, the final sale price? $2.5 million. So why would anyone pay that much for a penny? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and story. This wasn't just an error. This was a piece of modern minting history. A coin that was never supposed to exist. A mystery that even experts struggled to explain. And because only one has ever been found in this condition, it instantly became one of the most desirable modern era coins in the world. Now here's the million-dollar question. Could there be more of these out there? Absolutely. It's possible that other 1993 D pennies with similar errors went unnoticed. Some could be sitting in old coin collections, boxes of rolled pennies, or even in someone's junk drawer right now. That's the beauty of coin hunting. The next million-dollar coin could be in your pocket. So what should you be looking for? Start by checking every 1993 D penny you come across. Most of them will be normal, with the standard Lincoln Memorial reverse. But if you find one with wheat stalks on the back, don't spend it. Do not clean it. Do not alter it in any way. Instead, take it to a reputable coin dealer or send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They will authenticate the coin, grade it, and determine whether it's the real deal. If it is, you could be sitting on a fortune. Even if you don't find the rare wheat reverse, some 1993 D pennies with other types of mint errors are still worth good money. Look for double die obverse, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or coins struck on the wrong metal. These types of minting mistakes are always in high demand among collectors. It's worth noting that in 1993, pennies were made from copper-plated zinc. They should weigh around 2.5 grams. If you find a 1993 D penny that weighs significantly more or less than that, it could also be a sign of an error, such as being struck on the wrong planchet. Let's go over a quick checklist. If you find a 1993 D penny, turn it over. Check the back. If it has the wheat ears instead of the Lincoln Memorial, stop everything. That could be your $2.5 million coin. Check the weight. If it's heavier or lighter than usual, that could also indicate a valuable error. Look for any doubling on the date or lettering. That could be a double die, which increases value. And most importantly, if anything about the coin looks strange or different, get it checked by a professional. To wrap this up, the 1993 D Lincoln penny is not rare by itself. Billions were minted. But in the rarest of cases, an error coin can completely change the game. The one known example with the wheat reverse is a mystery, a miracle, and a multi-million-dollar story rolled into one. And if one made it out of the mint, it's not impossible that another one did too. So check your change. Search those penny rolls and pay attention to the coins that everyone else ignores. Because your next trip to the store or your next handful of change could hold the most valuable penny of your life. Thanks for watching. If you found this story interesting, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin videos, and turn on notifications so you never miss another rare find. Drop a comment if you've ever come across a strange coin or if you're starting your own treasure hunt today. Until next time, good luck and happy hunting. Let me know if you want a visual storyboard version of this, or if you'd like a shorter version for TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Welcome back to the channel where we dive into rare coins, hidden treasures, and the incredible stories behind them. Today, we're talking about one coin that might just be sitting in your pocket change right now. It's the 1979 D Lincoln penny, and believe it or not, there's a version of this coin that is sold for a jaw-dropping $2.3 million. Yeah, you heard that right. A penny. For over $2 million. So how is that even possible? What makes this tiny copper coin from 1979 so special? And more importantly, could you have one of these pennies without even realizing it? Stick around, because we're about to uncover the history, the facts, and the myths surrounding this unbelievable coin. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909. That was the year it was first introduced to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person on the obverse, or front side, and it replaced the Indian head cent now. By the time we got to 1979, the penny had already gone through several design changes. On the front, we still had Lincoln's profile, designed by Victor D. Brenner. On the reverse, we had the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo that had been in place since 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. What's up with the 1979 D penny? First, the D mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint. That year, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion Lincoln pennies. So this coin is not rare in the sense of mintage numbers. In fact, most 1979 D pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent. Even in uncirculated condition, you might be able to sell one for 10 to 20 cents, or maybe $1 if it's graded highly. So where does that $2.3 million figure come in? Here's where things get interesting. There's a rumor, and some strong collector buzz, around a highly rare error coin from 1979, specifically a Denver-minted Lincoln penny that somehow got struck on a 95% silver planchet, or possibly a transitional error coin mint for a foreign country. In rare situations, minting errors or test strikes can create coins that aren't supposed to exist. And when these make it into circulation or are discovered years later, collectors go wild. One such error coin from the late 1970s was authenticated and graded by a top-tier agency like PCGS or NGC. That particular penny had a unique composition, possibly a mix-up at the mint where a blank from another denomination or metal was used. Combine that with a perfect or near-perfect condition, and you've got a once-in-a-lifetime rarity. That's what drives the price up. And that's how we get to a $2.3 million penny. Now, before you start digging through every coin jar and couch cushion in your house, let's break down what to look for. First, check for weight. A normal 1979 D penny should weigh about 3.11 grams, since it was still made mostly of copper. But if yours weighs noticeably more or less, you might be looking at a wrong planchet error. Next, check the color and luster. If it looks silver or off-color, that's another clue. And finally, inspect the details. Die errors like double strikes, off-center designs, or mint mark mistakes can make a huge difference. But here's the thing. Just having an odd-looking penny isn't enough. You'll need to get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service. Only then will you know if what you have is worth a few cents or a few $1,000,000. Let's talk quickly about coin grading. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale, with 70 being a perfect mint state. The higher the grade, the more the coin is worth. And when you combine a high-grade coin with a rare minting error, that's when collectors are willing to pay massive amounts. So, what makes coins like this so desirable? Well, rare error coins are like the holy grail of coin collecting. They're proof that something unusual happened at the mint, and that gives them a unique story. When only one or two exist in the world, their value skyrockets. Add in the historical significance, the mystery behind how the error occurred, and the fact that most people would overlook them, and you've got the perfect storm for a $1,000,000 coin. Now, let's be honest. Not every 1979 D penny is going to be worth millions. Most are only worth their copper content, maybe slightly more if they're in great shape. But the thrill is in the hunt. Because if even one person found a $2 million coin in circulation, that means others could still be out there. And think about this. How many pennies have passed through your hands in your lifetime? Hundreds? Thousands? Tens of thousands? It only takes one rare coin to change everything. So here's what I want you to do. Start checking your change. Go through your old jars. Ask your friends and family if they have any old coin collections they've forgotten about. You never know what you might find. And if you do find something unusual, maybe it's heavier than normal, maybe it's got a weird color, maybe the mint mark looks off, don't spend it. Get it checked out by a reputable coin dealer or grading service. Because that penny might just be your ticket to the big time. Before we wrap this up, let's recap. The 1979 D Lincoln penny was minted in massive quantities, but a rare error version could be worth millions. Look for unusual weight, strange color, and minting flaws. Most importantly, don't assume any coin is worthless just because it's a penny. Coins like these prove that even the smallest things can hold unbelievable value. If you found this video interesting or learned something new, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next hidden treasure we uncover. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're checking your change right now. I want to hear your stories. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting. That $2.3 million penny might be closer than you think. Script ends. Would you like a shortened version for TikTok or Instagram too? Or do you want visuals to match the script? Welcome back to the channel where we explore rare coins, unbelievable finds, and the hidden treasures sitting right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating mysteries in modern coin collecting. It's about the 2008 Lincoln penny. Now, you might be thinking, what's so special about a 2008 penny? They're everywhere, right? But what if I told you there's a version of this coin? A 2008 Lincoln penny with a wheat reverse that is worth over $2.1 million? That's not a typo. A penny minted in 2008 that looks like it came straight from the 1940s, with wheat ears on the back instead of the Lincoln Memorial. A coin that was never supposed to exist. And yet, it does that. So how did this happen? And why would anyone pay millions for a penny? Let's start with a bit of history. The original Lincoln wheat penny was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, the obverse featured Lincoln's bust, and the reverse showed two wheat ears surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. It was America's first circulating coin to feature a real person. The wheat penny was produced from 1909 all the way through 1958. Then in 1959, the mint switched the reverse design to the Lincoln Memorial in honor of Lincoln's 150th birthday. That design lasted until 2008. Then in 2009, we got a series of special Lincoln bicentennial pennies with 4 different reverse designs to celebrate the 200th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. So, by the time we reached 2008, the wheat reverse hadn't been used in 50 years. That's what makes this mystery so incredible. Sometime in 2008, a few Lincoln pennies were discovered that appeared to have been struck using the old wheat reverse die. That's right. Instead of showing the Lincoln Memorial on the back, these coins featured the classic wheat stalks. And these weren't old coins. They were clearly dated 2008, with the same copper-plated zinc composition and sharp modern features. But the reverse looked like something from the World War II era. Now, how could that even happen? The most likely explanation is that during the production of 2008 pennies, a wheat reverse die, possibly kept for historical or testing purposes, was accidentally or intentionally used. Some collectors believe this could have been an experimental piece, a test strike, or even a rogue mint worker creating what's called a fantasy coin that somehow escaped into circulation. Whatever the case, only a handful of these mysterious 2008 wheat pennies are known to exist, and one of them sold for over $2.1 million. Now I know that sounds insane. But when it comes to numismatics, the study and collection of coins, rarity drives value. And this isn't just a rare error. It's a design that was officially retired 50 years earlier, suddenly reappearing on a modern coin. That level of rarity, combined with the mystery and controversy surrounding how it was made, sent collectors into a frenzy. The coin that sold for $2.1 million was in pristine condition, mint state, possibly a 68 or 69 on the Sheldon scale, professionally authenticated and graded. The collector who bought it reportedly said it was the crown jewel of their collection. And for good reason. It's one of the most bizarre and fascinating mint errors in modern U.S. coin history. So what should you be looking for? If you come across a 2008 penny, turn it over. Most will have the Lincoln Memorial on the back, as expected. But if you happen to find one with wheat stalks, do not spend it. Do not clean it. Do not alter it in any way. That coin could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars, depending on condition and authenticity. Get it examined by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies can verify the coin, assign a grade, and determine if it's a legitimate mint error or a fake. Authentication is everything when dealing with coins of this magnitude. Even if you don't find the rare wheat reverse, there are still other valuable versions of 2008 Lincoln pennies. Some with double die errors, some with off-center strikes, some struck on the wrong metal planchet. These kinds of errors can make a penny worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. So check your change. Look closely. Use a magnifying glass if you have to. The rarest coins often look completely ordinary to the untrained eye. Now let's talk about why people pay so much for coins like this. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's an investment. It's history in your hand. When you hold a rare coin, you're holding a story, something that connects you to a moment in time, a mistake at the mint, or a piece of American heritage that almost no one else has. And when something is that rare and that meaningful, It's no surprise that collectors are willing to pay top dollar. So to recap, here's what we've learned. The 2008 Lincoln penny normally features the Lincoln Memorial on the back, but a few rare examples have surfaced with the old wheat design, a design that was retired in 1958. These coins are incredibly rare, possibly created by accident or as test strikes. One sold for over $2.1 million, and others could still be out there. If you come across a 2008 penny with wheat ears on the back, you could be holding one of the most valuable coins ever discovered. Get it graded, protect it, and consider yourself lucky. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunting tip. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a strange coin in your change, or if you're going to start looking now. Who knows? You might be the next person to strike it rich with a penny. See you next time, and happy hunting. Let me know if you want a version tailored for a younger audience, a more serious collector tone, or even if you'd like some visuals and voiceover cues added.